I say isn't
It's
original.
Okay. I don't know which way the microphone is.
Well, just have it looking at us, because that's the way the microphone's
Okay.
going to be.
Well, because if it's this way, that the microphone's looking over there.
No. The microphone's in the front.
Okay.
I imagine it's like a big phone.
Probably.
Okay.
Okay, so this is Movies Alone Together. That's cute. I like it.
I like that. We're fun.
Yeah. So we just saw Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
You know, we're gonna call it Guardians 2. You're gonna give it its full stupid name. I know, I love that.
I mean,
it's a good name, especially for that franchise. But anyway.
Yeah, and I love the fact that they're actually calling it 2.
Yeah.
They're not just being like Thor subtitle.
Yeah, not like Guardians of the Galaxy, Rise of the Bad Not Good.
Rise of the Bad Not Good. Yeah.
This time there's dad trouble. Guardians 2, Daddy's home.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so let's give our first impressions of how we felt about the movie, and then we'll do spoilers and all that shit.
Okay. Go ahead.
So,
I'll let you start.
Okay, now I've actually seen this twice in one day, because I'm a huge scumbag.
Oh.
Seeing it the first time, I enjoyed it, but I had a lot of gripes and stuff. And seeing it a second time in the same day, so I could literally, like, decongest, the stuff I didn't like wasn't as prominent as the first time I saw it, because I knew it was coming.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the opening sequence is literal cancer to me. I have never wanted to end my life in a theater more. And when you see Guardians of the Galaxy, you'll know what I'm talking about, kids.
Yeah.
But, you know, the themes of this movie are really good, and I really like them. Now, as I made jokes earlier, no spoilers, but there's a lot of family shit. Like, and I'm always a sucker for stories where it's like, hey, family isn't blood, family is X, Y, and Z, and people who stand by you. And I like that shit. And, like, from the first scene when they were all bickering and stuff, I was like, see, I love that they can do this with these characters, because they fight, but they're a family, and that's how families work. And then that turned out to be the theme of the whole movie. I was like, oh, well, I picked up on that in the first 5 minutes. I guess I'll watch a whole story about that. But the fact that they could convey that in 5 minutes, and then the whole story was about it, and it felt genuine and nice, I really like that. And they really got to expand on a lot of the characters from the first movie. You got a lot of nice, sweet moments. And while it has Marvel problems where a lot of the moments, they won't just let it be. They have to get one joke in, because God forbid we're serious for more than 5 minutes. But then there were like 2 or 3 scenes towards the end that they just let be serious, and I was so grateful, because all I could think about was Doctor Strange and Ant-Man, where, like, they would be like, by the way, did you know Paul Rudd's a comedian? And be like, yes, I know, and be like, hey guys, I don't know if you know, but we spent a lot of money on these cape CGI effects, so he's gonna do some shenanigans right now. No, they had some really good moments, and Chris Pratt showed that he can be emotional, and I really like that. And they know that Rocket puts butts in the seats, so they let him be a lot of the story too. Before we get into spoiler territory, I'll let you talk about how you felt.
I thought it was overall good.
Mm-hmm.
I did have some problems with it. The comedy wasn't as organic as the first one. It felt very like
a Marvel movie.
Well, because it worked in the first one. The first one was fantastic.
Because the first one wasn't a Marvel movie. The first one was a good movie.
Well, but like it felt like they said, "Oh, here's how the first one was successful. Let's try to recreate that."
Oh yeah, no, it definitely felt like Starbomb 2, where it's like, hey, everyone liked the Zelda rap.
Yeah.
Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Like, even the point, like, minor spoiler, if this ruins it for you, you know, just go home and kill yourself. I'm sorry. But, like, at the beginning when Groot's doing his dumb little dance, right?
Yeah.
And Drax lands in front of him and looks at him, and he stops dancing, and then he looks away, he starts dancing, and he looks at him, he stops. I'm like, I get it. It's a callback to the original baby dancing Groot.
But it's
But
pointless.
it makes no sense.
No.
He knows he can move now. Like, it's stupid. Like, You don't just do callbacks. Like, that'd be like if Star-Lord just, like, turned to Gamora and was like, hey, how about we challenge this monster to a dance-off? And be like, yes, we all saw Guardians 1.
Yeah.
So, like, everything with Groot was trash.
I'm not going to say everything.
There was one good joke with Groot, I think.
Okay, what's that?
I'll wait till we get to spoilers.
Okay,
And
all
also,
right.
I'm having a hard time remembering what it is. I remember one genuine laugh Groot got out of me.
I think if you had taken Groot's scenes and chopped them in half.
I think if you removed Groot from the film or made Groot the character Groot, it would have really enhanced the film.
Yeah.
Instead, we had to sell toys and have a cute little baby. Like, it's not even like, oh, Groot's small. Like, in the comics, when Groot's small, it's Groot, but he's just fucking small. And then by the end of the day, he's fine. Or sometimes even within an instant, because he's near immortal.
Yeah.
But in this, they're like, no, Groot must grow gradually, and we will literally... Okay, spoiler. There's a point where they are a bunch of people are surrounding Groot chanting mascot. And I was like, oh, it's a board meeting from Guardians of the Galaxy 2. They're just like, mascot. I'm like, fuck you, movie. You knew.
If you had just done... Because I was okay with the opening sequence. The opening sequence was fine.
Oh, no, I know.
You're setting up the theme of the movie.
And
I'm sorry, not the theme, the tone.
Except that's the problem. That is not the tone of the movie. I would not say Groot dancing is the tone of the movie. I'd say the opening scene where Rocket's making fun of people and they're all kind of getting on each other's nerves, but they're getting the job done. That's setting up the tone of the movie. So the opening scene was good. The opening credits sequence where Groot danced for what felt like 15 minutes. I'm sure it was like 3, but it felt so long the first time. Like the second time, it only felt like 10 minutes. When I saw it earlier today, I looked at my phone. I was like, just shut the fuck up, Groot. I hate Baby Groot. Also, Baby Groot did more in the car commercial before the movie than he did in this film.
I think if you had... I mean, I understand why you don't like the opening thing. I get it. I think it was okay. If you had done that, and you had done what he did in the climax, that would have been fine. Everything in the middle, you could have taken Groot out.
Yeah. And then, there was... I'll get to the joke later, but, like, there was one joke with Groot that was actually funny, but it went on way too long. And that's something...
Yeah.
Rule of threes. It's not that hard. Now... We're not going to just keep complaining about Groot. Oh, we're going to talk about some of the other characters before we get to Spoil Town, USA. Chris Pratt's is so goddamn charming. He's just so charming.
Fantastic. And he really showed his acting chops.
He did. He did.
Really
because
did.
While I loved him in the first movie, I thought he was a little too swarmy. And, like, I don't know. Again, I hate to be that fucking guy when he's in the comics. But I like Star-Lord was a little more serious in the comics and stuff. And, you know, not everyone can be a goofball all the time. And they let Star-Lord be a little more serious in this film. And I really like that.
He has one of my favorite all-time movie scenes now.
Yeah, no, I saw you fist pump and I was like, boy.
Yeah. That was fantastic.
Huge problem involving that scene. One of my major problems with the film.
Okay.
But we'll get to that.
Yes.
Gamora.
Meh.
She was in the movie, just like the first one.
I have an issue with her and what's her face.
Oh, Nebula?
Yeah.
Oh, I really liked how they did Nebula and...
Well, the characters individually were fine.
Yeah.
It's the interactions.
Yeah. Dave the Animal Bautista is such a fun guy. Drax the Destroyer.
He was the big problem I had with the comedy, though.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of it just felt flat.
Oh my God. Well, don't even get me. Most of the jokes, like when I saw it this morning, it was with a bunch of dirty, fat, smelly marks. And when I saw it today, later today with you, the audience is more realistic. Like this morning, like they were, like, Star-Lord could have been like, shooba-da-doop, bibbidi-bip, and the audience would have pissed themselves. This audience, like, they're like, hey guys, they can't roll the carpet out because of the snow. And, like, no one laughed. I was like, good, that's not funny. That's not a joke. But, Yondu, beautiful.
Steve, maybe bring the volume down on that a little bit.
Sorry, Yondu, great job.
Yondu,
Also,
yeah.
Also, until like 2 days ago, I thought that he was played by Woody Harrelson. And he's not.
Really?
I think he looks like Woody Harrelson.
I mean, I guess a little bit.
Like, I don't know. My brother's like, it's not Woody Harrelson. I'm like, what? Mantis.
Yeah.
She shared the name of the character from the comics.
I mean, I'm not super familiar with the character.
She was
so.
enjoyable, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wish she did more than be vaguely bug-like and serve one purpose. But you know, whatever.
Yeah. If they do a third, I think I'd like to see more of her. She
Yeah.
could be interesting.
Yeah. Okay. You want to get into Spoil 10 USA?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. Before spoilers, soundtrack was killer.
Soundtrack was killer.
And that's what I said to my dad when I saw the trailer. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this because Baby Groot. And he's like, listen, boy, even if this movie is shit, that soundtrack is going to be fire. And I was like, you right, dog. And then we high-fived and agreed to go see Guardians.
And also, one of the best Stan Lee cameos.
Probably the best Stan Lee cameo. No, the best Stan Lee cameo. Because it even acknowledges non-Marvel property Stan Lee cameos.
Yeah.
Which, beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Spoilers now officially start.
Okay, spoiler time. Okay.
Future Steve, don't do a graphic.
Yeah, no, you can just... So, okay. Baby Groot dancing sucked. But the movie opens up and we meet my golden wife, Aisha, and oh my god, when I left the movie with my friend Dave earlier today, on our way to Moe's, I was just screaming in the car about how much of my fetishes are in this film. I was like, there are gold women, bug women, robot women, alien girls getting strangled by tentacles. This is like Christmas for me.
that one woman who's really a reindeer.
Excuse me?
Your reindeer fetish.
I don't know if you're like doing a callback or trying to make a new joke, but
Okay,
I'm very confused as to
correct me if I'm wrong, but the woman at the end is in Thor Ragnarok, yes? She's the bad guy.
Oh.
Your reindeer fetish.
The woman at the end is not the girl from Thor Ragnarok.
Really?
She's just another lady.
She looks exactly like
I know.
her.
I was like Steve's gonna be confused because she looks just like how they designed Hell. No, Hell is my big spiky hat wife.
Yes.
My
reindeer fetish.
Yeah, she's my reindeer fetish wife. But yeah. So Golden Wife gets mad at Guardians and they go on things and they run into. I kid you not, me and my friend Dave both did a double take and we were like, is that Jeff Bridges? No. It's the president from Independence Day with a beard. But he looks like Jeff Bridges, right?
Who?
The fucking Planet. Dad.
Oh, Robin Williams?
Yeah, I can see that too. What year is it?
Like, I honestly thought, oh my god, this is in poor taste. Why are they CGI Robin Williams?
I was like, man, that was really strange of them to just grab Jeff Bridges from Tron Legacy and put him in this movie.
Yeah, he was a little Jeff Bridges, yeah.
Like, he had the same outfit as Jeff Bridges from Tron Legacy. Also, I don't want to be narcissistic, but at the beginning, when Planet Dad is a human and he's totally gonna fuck human pussy, totally looked like me. With beautiful flowing hair, sexy red leather jacket.
A little bit.
I think that could be me in the future. Anyway. So, I'm gonna get to major problem. So, the only Groot joke that made me laugh was when they're like, Groot, get the fucking mohawk so Yondu could look like he does in the comics. And he brought a severed human toe. And they're like, do you have just toes lying around? And he goes, no, we don't. And I was like, that's funny. And then he's like, here's a desk. Here's this. And then even when he opens the drawer, he's like, candy. I'm like, you got one giggle out of me, movie. Stop trying to milk this shit. And then oh no, Groot's getting covered in beer and kicked. Motherfucker blew up in the last movie and he's fine. I don't give a shit. He's a plant that's immortal. Also, you're telling me that Taylor made a tiny suit for Groot in 5 minutes? That's just impressive.
I have a feeling he had that handy.
He's like, if we ever get a tiny thing.
Yeah.
Woo! And that's why Groot couldn't get it off because it was a little too small.
Right, exactly. Exactly. I do take issue with the fact that Baby Groot is a baby, because he seems to be perfectly capable of growing longer.
Oh yeah, no, that was the other thing. I was like, there's no, like they honestly should have had a moment where he grew big and Star-Lord should have just been like, you could have done that the whole time. He's like, I'm Groot. He's like, what do you mean you like being a baby? He's like, I'm Groot. Like, but now we have to deal with Baby Groot the whole fucking movie. Now at the beginning, when they're getting chased by Gold Wife's army, Rocket's like, oh boy, I got to kill people, and they're like, no, they're not manned. When I first saw that, I was like, oh, are you kidding me? We're not gonna have our like criminals kill people. And then they're like, don't worry, Mark, Yondu and Rocket are gonna kill tons of people in the best scene in the movie. And I was like, oh, thank you for that.
They do kill tons of people.
Because I was like, come on, guys, like it. Also, they say shit like a lot in this movie.
Yeah.
And like, I was like, if you guys are gonna say shit that much, why not just use your one fuck you get and give it to Rocket when he says, welcome to the freaking Guardians of the Galaxy. Except he didn't say frickin'. Just say, welcome to the fucking God. I would have pissed my pants if he's like, what did Baby Groot say? Welcome to the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy. But no, we gotta keep that sick PG so we could sell them toys.
Yeah.
But like, as much as I give chagrin about that, then you have like genuinely like nice moments. Like, where Star-Lord's like, hey man, I didn't have a dad, and that sucked, and I really wish I had a dad. And they're like, Yondu, your dad? He's like, Yondu's not my dad, but Yondu was his dad.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love that shit. I love real dad. I love that garbage so much. Biggest problem with the movie, like, and minus Baby Groot, of course.
Of course.
Is that, Living Planet Daddy gave his mom brain tumor. We didn't need that.
No.
It made no sense, and we didn't need that. It was literally just so anyone who was too fucking stupid in the audience to realize that he was a bad guy. Like, he could have just turned around and been like, oh, by the way, me bad guy.
Well, it did lead to my favorite scene.
I know, where
Star-Lord is just like, oh, you killed my mother. Fuck you.
And he just shot him the shit, which was great. But
fantastic.
But honestly, Star-Lord should have just been like, oh, you want to destroy the universe with fucking Flubber.
Right.
Blat. Like, also, it makes no sense. He's like, oh, I killed your mom because her puss was so good that if I fucked it one more time, I would have stayed. I'm like, what? What? How about just, I'm a soulless planet because I was made by Jack Kirby in the fucking 80s, and I'm a big pink planet with a face, and I don't care about people. I just want to spread my seed over the galaxy.
And it doesn't, like, he had Star-Lord. He didn't need to be like, oh, by the way, I killed your mother.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Star-Lord was like, yeah, Dad, I'm totally...
Like, yeah, you showed me the truth. I'm awakened.
Like, he's like, son, we're gonna do cool shit. He's like, cool, Dad. He's like, by the way, I fucked tons of other women, and I killed your mom.
Yeah.
And he's like, like, that'd be like if my dad took me out to Chili's tomorrow. He's like, BT Dubs, I shot Mom, and I'm having like 6 affairs, and I'm gonna bomb New York tomorrow. I'd be like, what the fuck, Dad? Like, if you want me to join you, you don't say any of that.
But good news, we got you a puppy.
Yeah. And then I'll be like, I don't want the puppy. He's like, well, I guess you'll just have to live in the trunk then. And he throws me in the trunk of his car. I liked Gamora, Nebula sister fun.
That felt forced.
Here's the thing. Like, I never really got why Nebula was super loyal to Thanos in the other movie. Well, and Nebula plays a pretty big role in the Infinity War, so I'm glad that they found a way to make her kind of nice.
That's fine. I don't think she was loyal to Thanos. I think she was loyal to,
McCree?
What's his face?
Ronan the Accuser? No, she was just lent out by Thanos. He was like, you guys are fucking up. Here's my daughter. And they're like, which one? He's like, I don't know, the blue one. Because Thanos is a bad guy who just does that to several little girls. And one of my favorite things, which I can't wait to see, I hope they do it, in Infinity War, is he gets the Infinity Gauntlet and he makes a new daughter.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is my daughter. And Nebula's like, but me daughter. And he's like, nah, look, this one's perfect. I made her out of nothing. So, like, Thanos is, like, scratching his balls or something. She takes the Infinity Gauntlet. He's like, me Gauntlet. Yeah, and he's like, no, you can't do Gauntlet. And she just explodes. And I'm like, I can't wait to see her die because it's going to be so sad. But also, that's super important because it's the only time they get the glove off him and then they leg in on Thanos.
Yeah, it was weird to me that in one scene she unprovokingly says, I'm going to murder my sister. I'm going to enjoy doing it. Then the next scene she's trying to murder the sister. And the next scene they're like, all right, I guess we can be sisters.
Well, here's the thing. You ever have like a brother? And of course not. I don't know why I asked that. Like, you ever just on a whim had a brother? No.
I mean, I do have a brother.
Oh, you do? I don't know shit about your family. I know you have 2 sisters and stuff. But, okay, like, I've gotten in fights with my brother, and there was a point where we weren't nearly, like, close at all. And, like, now we're, like, best friends, as you know.
But to the point where you want to kill him and you've actually attempted to murder him?
That's the thing. At this point in Nebula's life, she ain't got nothing. She literally has nothing, and she could have been killed, and Gamora didn't. And, like, it was really one of those, like, moments where she's like, if I kill Gamora, what the fuck do I do now? I'm on an alien planet by myself. It's like, and also, I liked her story where she's like, yeah, every time you beat me, I became less of a person, and I'm in constant pain. And I really just wanted support because I was a child. And Gamora's like, I'm sorry, I'm too busy being a mediocre actress.
But I feel like Nebula could have just gotten on the spaceship from the Ravagers, flown off, and then at like a random point when Gamora's in danger, popped in and been like, hey, let's be sisters. You didn't need the in-between where she was actively trying to kill her and then do an immediate 180.
I was going to say, I like that because sometimes you need to get shit out of your system. Sometimes you need to fight.
I guess.
Like, because I've fought with my brother, like, fisticuffs before, and afterwards, then we can talk. And then shit's through. And, like, with emotions like that where it's years of built up shit, and then, like, you finally have what you've wanted all these years in your hands, and you realize it's not really what you wanted, and that's happened to me, not with killing my sister or anything, but, like, stuff on that level, like, a couple times in my life. So, like, I don't know, I really resonated with that. I liked it. It didn't seem too forced. Like, granted, I would have liked that across, like, 2 movies.
Yeah.
But, you gotta trend that shit out. It ain't Gamora's of the galaxy, baby. It's Baby Groot of the galaxy, baby. Buy Baby Groot. Number 1 Baby Groot. Buy all Baby Groot at Target. $10 Baby Groot. $6 Baby Groot pack. But fucking back to other stuff. Drax had a little too many jokes.
Yes, and a lot of them I felt didn't work.
Some of them worked because Drax's whole gimmick now, because of that one fucking Tumblr post, is he's autistic. No, you know that post where it's like, my little brother who's autistic when I don't get sarcasm either. And it's like, I'm so happy that Marvel has a character my little brother can relate to. And yeah, yippee, that's sweet and charming. But ever since that, they're like, let's make Drax autistic.
And it didn't feel like in the first movie his shtick was he took everything literally.
Yes.
It didn't feel like he was doing it in this
felt
movie.
like literally he didn't take anything. I mean, he took everything literally. Like, It was like, oh, well, he's just the ultimate straight man. In this, he was like, hey guys, my poops are big. Now granted, the joke was pretty shit, but it was working off of a bad fucking setup from Rocket.
Yeah.
Cause like, listen, not only did we get a poo joke, we got a pee joke too.
What was the pee joke?
When Planet Dad was like, hey, Star-Lord, I know we're having a moment, but this is a Marvel movie, so I have to go pee for no reason. And then he went over, and we had to hear him pee. Now, it was only for like a second, but I had to hear a man pee in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Volume 2.
Like, I meant that just as a genre. Like, if this was like Deadpool or like, I don't know, Thor, because that franchise is shit, I'd expect a pee joke. This is Guardians, man. Like, yeah, it's goofy and lighthearted, but, like, I don't know. There's a quality. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to just go back to Baby Groot one last time.
Okay, all right.
When I saw it earlier today, I was like, fuck Baby Groot. Why the fuck is Baby Groot in this movie? And every time Baby Groot is on the screen, there is this little girl in the background screaming, Baby Groot! I'm like, oh, that's why. Because they're putting shitbirds like that in the seat, and their moms and dads gotta go take them. They gotta go buy the little Baby Groot doll, and it's fucking ass. But then they say shit and talk about dicks and fucking constantly in this movie.
Yeah.
Like,
it was also, I guess in the long run, it was probably something that Robin Williams just made in an instant. But I felt it was weird that he just kind of had like a museum to himself.
I feel like he made all of that like 2 minutes before they
Yeah,
landed.
yeah. He probably was just like, all right,
Also,
Peter's
when,
coming.
when he had the mural of all the puss that he slayed,
Yeah.
he was a human in all of those. And I'm like, you're telling me that you showed up as a human in a red leather jacket to that planet of the sponges with tentacles?
Yeah.
And it was like, and he's like, yeah, baby, I'm going to fuck you with my penis that I have because we went into explicit detail about how I have a penis. Granted, that joke was funny when he's like, I have a penis, and it's pretty good. I was like, that's funny. I described my penis the same way. But, like, yeah, like, even that, like, just because Drax takes things literally doesn't mean he'd just be like, do you have a penis?
Yeah.
I'm autistic now. And, again, you want to see how to do autism right, go see Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Billy was charming and a good representation of autism. Not that I'm saying Drax is autistic. It's just,
Right.
instead of making
feels-
him
yeah.
the funny straight man, they made him what TVs and movies think autism is.
Yep.
And it was just really, sometimes it was cringy, but then like sometimes he was fun. And here's the thing, I was so worried they were going to make him and Mantis romance. And they didn't.
They didn't.
Thank God,
They
because
went out of their way
to say no. And I picked up on the second time, they really, I thought I was just projecting the first time I saw it, but the second time I was like, they really did also try to kind of be like, this is like a father-daughter thing. Because
Yeah.
he's like, you're like my daughter. Which I like, because if they gave Drax a romance, they literally would lose the entire point of the character of sad man in space who lost everything, including wife and daughter. He's basically Space Punisher, but he only hates Thanos.
Yeah.
And if we're
Well, he
going
doesn't-
by comics, he was like a dumb robot that was resurrected or something, but they
Oh,
cut
well,
that part out of the movie.
I guess so.
But yeah, overall, like, Marvel movies recently have had this trend with me where they start out really good and I'm into it, and then they turn to shit and I hate the second half.
Mm-hmm.
This had the opposite effect. Not that it started out shit, but it started out and then I really liked the second half because it was like, hey, we're gonna be serious now, and we're gonna have fun still, but you know, we can have some moments and let the audience have a quiet moment.
Yeah.
Have some beautiful scenery. Like, God bless this movie for keeping practical effects alive with aliens and shit. Like, oh man.
Yeah. The climax was really good.
The final scene, really emotional. Really liked it.
Yep.
First time it just got me like a little feelsy, and this time I got a little choked up because I was listening to the lyrics of the song too, and I was like,
I think my favorite joke, quote unquote, of the movie is the tape scene
What tape scene?
where Rocket wants tape
Oh,
and Star-Lord's asking everybody for tape.
and he's like, Drax, do you have tape? And he's like, oh yeah, scotch would be fine. Wait, why'd you ask if you don't have any? I was like, because that felt organic and that was like Guardians 1 humor.
That was a really human moment.
Yeah.
And it was just good.
Instead of just, I'm gonna make a poop in your thing. JK, Drax's poop. I have the big poop. And Gamora's like, guys, I'm the girl on the team, which means I have to be serious.
Yeah.
Like, but then like at the end when it's like, hey guys, family and working together and loving each other and fuck you, I have a real dad who's blue and not Woody Harrelson. And then, okay, let's get into, first off, in the comics, Ego the Living Planet is not his dad.
Oh.
So going into this, I was like, oh boy, time to see Mr. Knife. Yes, his dad's name is Mr. Knife, which is the dumbest and coolest thing.
Well.
And I'm like, I can't wait to see Mr. Knife. And then he's like, hey guys, I'm Ego. I'm like the planet? And then he's like, and I'm a planet. I'm like, oh, okay. Never mind.
Well,
But they gave him the big dumb face, and that's all that matters.
Yes, that is important. I just think Peter Knife doesn't sound as good.
Yes. Peter Living Planet sounds much better.
Yeah. Well,
Oh no, I'm sorry, Peter the Living Planet.
right.
Hello, are you Mr. the Living Planet?
It's Dr. the Living Planet.
Excuse me, it's Professor. I didn't make Flubber just so I could be called Mr. Let's talk about Stan Lee meeting Uatu and the other Watchers.
I mean, basically, we're confirming he's a Watcher because his line in the movie is, "So this time I was a FedEx driver."
And I was like, Fantastic Four? When he was motherfucking Billy the Mailman?
No. They're talking about Civil War.
Oh,
Mr. Stank.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought they were doing a subtle nod to other Marvel movies, like
No.
he's an interdimensional being.
I mean, he is. He shows up in the Princess Diaries too.
You're not wrong.
For some reason.
It's the longest cameo he has, too.
Yeah.
Also, thing I love is Howard the Duck makes another cameo at the fuck bar, which I love.
Yeah.
Because Howard the Duck fuck. That canon. He duck, he fuck.
And he's voiced by Seth Green, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which he was in the last one. And the last one, they made him kind of look like a weird duck alien. And this one, they're just like, fuck it. And he just looks like a cartoon duck. And I was like, good. He had the big cheeks. And he's just like, hey, guys, my penis is a corkscrew. That should have been the line. But, also, I love how Cosmo didn't show up in the movie, but they're like, hey guys, everyone loves Cosmo the space dog, so here he is during the credits, just a still image of a dog in a spacesuit with CCP on his shirt. Scenes after the credits, they were all shit except for setting up Adam Warlock.
That one was good.
Because Adam Warlock's the hypest shit.
Yeah.
And my gold wife was like, hey guys, my hair's down and I look real sexy for Mark. And I'm like, thank you, gold wife.
Yeah, Teenage Groot was stupid.
Teenage Groot, I want to go buy Drano, drink it, and then you bring me back to life so I can find new ways to kill myself.
I mean, I do have 6 of the 7 Dragon Balls.
Good. So kill me and bring me back so I can kill myself again.
I don't even care about Teenage Groot being Teenage Groot. Like, whatever. They could have just had a scene where he's bigger and he's playing video games and that would have been fine. It's the fact that Peter is scolding him for playing video games. He's a man-child.
Motherfucker made Pac-Man to fight his dad. Also, when he was like, I'm going to make an 800-foot statue of Pac-Man and Skeletor, I was like, who said they could steal my dream journal?
I'm going to make some weird shit.
Also, when they were talking about Cheers, the first time I saw this, I was like, I can't wait to watch this with Steve.
Oh, I love Cheers.
Wicker Moore's like, I don't know what Cheers is. Great.
And he's when he's describing, a show where one person is willing to open up and the other person is what did he say?
Like reluctant or not gonna open up.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I have 0 views.
Yeah.
I really hope that they never make Gamora and Star-Lord a thing, because it's stupid and contrived and just like movie bullshit. Not I'm saying like, it didn't happen in the comics. I mean, like, movies are like, every movie must have the romance in it so it can appeal to everyone. But like, it's just, no, like, I'm fine with like if they keep doing the weird like sexual tension, because if I lived on a plane with a raccoon, an autist, a tree, and a woman, I'd get feelings for the woman too. But I really just hope that never becomes a thing.
And it does ruin part of Star-Lord's character. We're like in the beginning of the movie when he's like, hey babe, you want to like fuck or something?
Yeah, or the beginning of the first movie where he fucked that pink girl.
Yeah.
And then he's like, sorry guys, forgot that pink puss was in this car. Also, his car blew up.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll fix the Milano though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was saying in Puzzle Quest, they released a new Star-Lord, and one of his moves is like, summon Milano too. And I was like, what the fuck happens to the Milano?
I was half expecting at the end, like right before the Robin Williams' core blew up, I was half expecting him to just be like, okay, last second of magic bullshit powers, boom, new Milano.
Yeah, right? I mean, granted, it would have deteriorated.
Yeah.
Because Jeff Bridges turned into, like, a really good sand effect.
Yeah.
Also, Jeff Bridges' Ego Living Planet was basically just the best scene from The Mummy, like, forever. When The Mummy makes the giant wall of sand, that's his face.
Let's pretend that I've seen that movie, yes.
Okay, I love that because it's like, I'm a face. I'm like, yay. Dude, I'm so happy that the planet was not only big, dumb, and pink, but had a big, dumb face. I was like,
have a big, dumb
Jack
face.
Kirby would be so proud. But, here's the thing. I know the only reason they did Teenage Groot is to be like, look, he's growing up, and we can get one last joke before we have to, make him a character again. But just fucking, I swear to God, if he's not Vin Diesel full man Groot when Infinity Wars Part 1 happens, Going to Home Depot, gonna buy an extension cord to hang myself because extension cords won't snap like that flimsy ass rope. I thought about killing myself long and hard during this movie, but I give it a 7.5. I give it a pass.
I give it a 7.5. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Like, it doesn't get the 80, but, it gets a pass. And
Yeah.
you know what? I still enjoyed it more than most Marvel films at this point. I'd see this, like, I'm seeing this 3 times because I'm seeing it again with my brother. I wouldn't go see Doctor Strange 3 times. I wouldn't see Ant-Man 3 times. I'd see the scene with the Spanish friend 3 times because that's the best part of the movie. But, yeah, man. It's fun. Like, I definitely recommend go see it. There's some good themes, great character moments, amazing effects.
Yeah.
But, if you have a kid, bring him for Baby Groot and then be ready to explain sex and shit to them.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
A lot of fuck. A lot of golden wife.
Yeah.
To be had.
I'm just happy Robin Williams is acting again.
Oh, I don't like that joke. I don't like that. Robin Williams is dead and he's a Marvel.
I love Robin Williams.
You're fucking mocking him, saying that he would be a living planet. He would be Mr. the Living Planet.
I feel like he wouldn't have been an evil douchebag if he were a living planet. He would have just wanted to bring us laughter and joy.
Yeah, he just would have been a sad living planet.
Yeah, well,
I guess that's better than being a mean evil planet.
I guess.
And he wasn't really evil. He's just he got the stupid god complex that every stupid god gets, where they're like, I just have to expand really hard. And it's like, I just wanted Star-Lord to raise his hand and be like, you douchebag, what happens when you simulate everything? And he's like, we'll cross that bridge when we
I
get
guess
to
I'll
it.
start watching Breaking Bad then.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if I was immortal, I would literally, especially since I know there's constant planets and shit, I'd just experience everything and be rad as fuck. And if I had an immortal son, that'd be rad as fuck. But
Road
no,
trip.
I gotta be stupid and give a woman brain. How'd he give her a brain tumor? Why didn't he give Star-Lord a brain tumor? No, because he needed him alive. Why didn't he give all his friends brain tumors?
Also, Star-Lord was immortal.
Yeah, but immortal doesn't mean you can't get fucking killed. It means that he lived forever.
We also need, you're right.
Because he almost died 5 times in the first movie.
Yeah.
He got a shit pushed in.
But he was able to
hold the Infinity Stone for a fraction of a second until they all held hands because family.
Yeah. All right, I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
No.
I analyzed the shit out of this movie because I'm like, I'm gonna rip into you, Baby Groot. I'm gonna make you wish you were never Baby Grooted.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I can't think of anything else to say.
Really?
Yeah. It was just, it was good, but it was just, I don't know.
See, I feel like you're having the reaction that, I've had for the last couple Marvel movies where, it's finally starting to run its course on you. Because, I really think this is par for the course for, a Marvel film now. Minus Civil War because that was a goddamn gem.
Yes. But, okay, so Guardians of the Galaxy, it's already a goofy movie. There's, it's serious, it has good action movies, but it's already a goofy movie, so you don't need all that comic relief.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need it.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange, while I understand your point, it's kind of a heavy movie. When you think about it, Stephen Strange is a regular doctor, and then he gets introduced to the fact that, there's other universes, and everything he knows is a lie. And you have this super creepy, trippy scene where he's shown all of this thing in a fraction of a second. It's kind of a heavy movie when you think about it.
Except here's the thing. The movie didn't let us think about it. Because before I could process what Doctor Strange just witnessed, we were having cape shenanigans and Beyonce references and fucking Wi-Fi password jokes and shit like that. When, I wouldn't mind comic relief after, here's a good example. Remember Samurai Jack, the episode, the one where they go around and she meets all the fucking people and stuff?
Yes.
It's pretty lighthearted at the beginning, and I'm like, well, that's weird. I know Samurai Jack usually has some lighthearted shit, but this is, really goofy. And then the second half of that is Samurai Jack's gonna kill himself.
Yes.
Because it needed to wean us into something serious. if I never get to experience the serious, or the serious never happens, when comic relief constantly interrupts the flow of things, it's really disruptive to the storytelling. Doctor Strange, I never felt any sense of dread in that whole movie because, okay, we're having a cool spirit fight. Don't worry, guys. Girl Doctor is going to be like, oh no, woe is me, ghosts. And it's like a little seriousness. And then, thank God they let that scene with the bald lady dying be serious, the ancient one. But we're not here to talk about Doctor Strange. We're here to talk about Guardians.
I think Doctor Strange we just have to agree to disagree on.
Okay. But see, Guardians, it actually let the really serious shit, like, as much as I don't like dead mom, cancer, like, weaponized cancer, at least, like, it wasn't like, oh, I gave your mom a tumor, and then, like, Drax went like, oh, no, he didn't! Like, Ant-Man, they would have done that. My most hated scene in that movie is when fucking Hank Pym is talking to his daughter, and he's like, hey, your mom's dead, I love you, I'm sorry I pushed you away, I just want to protect you so much, and Paul Rudd just puts his face in the scene, he's like, can I fuck your daughter? And it's like, Paul Rudd, we're having the first good scene of this movie, and he's like, excuse me? I'm like, you're lucky that you're one of the best parts of Civil War. I swear to God, Paul Rudd will fucking kill you. So, like, they had a lot of Paul Rudd interrupting the scene moments at the beginning, but towards the end of this film, they let scenes be scenes. And, like, the first time I saw it, like, during Yondu's funeral, I was like, you had to get one fucking joke in when, like, he's like, he did call you a twig. But the second I've seen it, I'm like, I don't really see that as a joke now. I see that as, like, Groot's way of mourning, where, like, he did have a connection with the guy, too. Like, we all, like, even if we didn't know him as long as Peter did, like, he made an impact on all of us. And, like, we all grew to like him a little bit. And I was like, I actually like that now. The first time I didn't. And that's why I'm glad I saw it again in the same day. So I could, like, because if we did this after I saw it the first time today, a lot of it would be me just talking about how much I want to have sex with gold women and how much I hated the movie. But since I got to see it a second time, I'm a lot leaner on it because I knew the bad was coming and I got to appreciate the good. Because there is good stuff in this movie. And they let, like, here's the thing, normally with big character casts and stuff, people get lost in the mix and, like, stuff. And I think everyone had their, like, time to shine a little bit. Like, Drax had a really sweet moment talking about his dead daughter and stuff. And, like, and then, like, Mantis felt him and she starts, like, weeping, but Drax is completely stoic. And I love that because as someone who doesn't really show that kind of emotion a lot, like, it's true. Like, you could just be dying on the inside, but the world would never know. And, like, that was cool and powerful. And then a joke happened. And then, you know, like, Gamora had some stuff. And Peter got to be really serious. And Rocket was great. Fucking beautiful shit with that. And I don't know if you noticed him. He wasn't in it a lot. But Groot had a couple scenes. I don't know if you noticed.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Groot. Which one was Groot?
He was the blue guy with the mole.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
Thank God that they constantly put I Am Groot in the credits because I didn't know.
I would have known.
I didn't know. Also, thank God David Hasselhoff said we are Groot because I didn't think Groot was cool until the Hoff said it. You know?
Yeah.
The best cameo, 10 out of 10. Oh, I'm sorry, not all the scenes after the credits were shit. Adam Warlock was good, and the original Guardians of the Galaxy making a cameo was sick as shit.
Oh, wait, did you not realize that they recreated the "You Betrayed the Law" scene?
But the same angle! He was like,
yeah!
You broke the code! I was like, betray the law! I know! I was marking it, I was like, just say law. Just say law.
Oh my God.
Literally, angle for angle, cut for cut.
Oh, so if you don't know, Sylvester Stallone's in this movie, and they
Judge Dredd,
and they recreate the Judge Dredd scene. It's beautiful.
Oh my God, what a great cameo. So yeah, I guess kids, we'll see you with Thor Ragnarok.
And I think Spider-Man's next.
Spider-Man next?
I
Oh,
think
well, we're
Spider-Man's
probably
next.
gonna do Wonder Woman too.
Oh, probably.
We'll see Wonder Woman. You'll hear me talk about how fucking feminism is dead, and I hate Gal Gadot. So that'll be fun. Steve's face was just like sheer repulsion.
I don't know if feminism is dead. It's taking a hit, I'll give you that, but I don't think it's dead.
Listen, guys, keep strong. Don't forget to buy Baby Groot. See ya.
I mean, yeah, fuck it.